Alright, so this track basically started as this. So this is the Roomy Ride symbol. It's a symbol from the Counts sample pack, which is from GarageBand. I was just messing around, had a rhythm beat, added some toppers, and I really fell in love with this one. And I was also just messing around with loading samples into the sampler from GarageBand, and then chopping up to really tiny microsections, and then just adding effects to them to see what would stick. I'm about to make this sound design section pretty fast because the delay modular plugin loves to die on me at any given moment. So let's get into it. We actually started with the OG, which is one of the fills in the drop. I know it's kind of wrong to start in the middle of the song, but this is literally how it started. This is kind of the first technical sound design part of the song. So here's what I did. Alright, so I added some overdrive. Cool. Wider, which is a stereo plugin by Infected Mushroom. The stereo is stereoed. The DLYM plugin, which a lot of the sound design uses. I use the Mad Tape patch. The sync is off. The rate's at 1.29 hertz. The feedback's at 49%. The delay time's at 57 milliseconds. The waveform is a saw. The depth's at 50%. There's spread is all the way up. Crossover's almost all the way up. The dry wet mix is fully on wet mix, and it is on dim mode. And the input stereo. Well, this could be the reason why this song kind of sucks with one headphone on. The left earbud's usually fine, but if you're just listening to the song on the right earbud, it sucks. It's really best to listen with both. But this is essentially the same thing, just lower volume. Now we're going to go to, let's see, I think the filler is actually what starts the song off. That was the pattern I put down. I'm pretty sure this track's in C major or something like that, I hope. Cut off some of the low end, increase it between 1K and 2K hertz. Turn down some of the treble at the 3K hertz range. 5-band EQ. Was messing around pretty much. Wider, stereo plugin. Some overdrive. Already went through that EQ. Cool. I think I added some reverb. Yes, I did. And this is just the same thing at a lower volume. The EQ and all of that's the same. Now for the main sound, which is the, I guess, A section of the track. Some overdrive, a little less drive compared to the last couple. Boost the stereo. Same EQ, and I use the Mad Tape patch. I use this for the entire everything. I changed up some things. The rate is different. It's at 1 triplet. Crossover is a little less. Depth's different, I guess. Same thing here, just lower volume. Cool. Now we're at the main 1/2 D. So, overdrive, boost the stereo. The delay module is at 1/2 D. That's the rate. That's why it's called the 1/2 D. Same EQ. Same EQ. The low volume is the same thing. The repeat version literally just adds echo. And one of the neat things I did with the OG was that I added the filler part, kind of made a riser out of this bottom part, which is the filler one. Yeah, so that, let me show you the MIDI for that, actually, because I'm hiding a lot. Yeah, I love C3. I love C3. C3 is my baby. Let me see what I did here, because, okay, C4, just little pop-ins. But yeah, that's the sound design for the drop, and I'm gonna go ahead and play it in its entirety. So the basis for this, I had to merge because I was running out of space. But this uses the Radiant Shimmer bass, I think, and a high voltage bass. I just merged them together. But yeah, this is how that sounds. So I boosted some of the bass on the low end one. But this is how the drop should sound in its entirety. So let's see, the kick is a future kick. It's from the future. It's from a future Dirty Sprite kit that I found off YouTube. I gotta go back and find it because I need to double check myself. But I'm pretty sure that's where I got this drum kit from. Don't know who made it. But I gotta try and find it. This is specifically the Sakura clap that VASQUEZ would use. I think that's exactly what it's called. I downloaded this from one of Sakura's free drum packs. Yeah, drum kits. The Roomy Ride symbol, once again, this is how the song pretty much started. A dist close hat. That's that snare, trunk snares. Milky Way ride. This comes in the intro, the second half of the drop, and the midsection. Actually, let me go to the FX. Yeah, so it's a O, FX, risers, spin FX. Yeah. The drums. Rhythm. Now, there's really not much else to show off with the sound design, and also partly because the delay modular plugin keeps breaking on me. But the only thing different about the second drop is really just the drum pattern and a little bit of arrangement. I mean, for the midsection's drums, I added just a funky, very funky hi-hat pattern. And we're going into the riser now, which is cool. I mean, it's the same thing from the first drop, just slightly more kicks, I guess. Maybe, yeah, probably. I think this still uses the Roomy Ride symbol in the second drop. There's a couple more effects in here, like the air raid siren and I think this is woo. I think is between the hands up pattern. I think that's what that genre is, and the Jersey Club pattern. and then the Jersey Club part comes in. There really isn't anything spectacular here. I mean, the hi-hat, the perk, I mean. But yeah, I mean, the kick, all you really get is a simple. So yeah, I mean, here's the hands up, dance like I already showed. And just if you're curious about a Jersey Club drum pattern, focus probably on from bar 91 till where I have this marker place at on 92. It's 3 kicks that are on the beat, one that's kind of off, and another one that's like way off. That's the Jersey Club drum pattern. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'd like you guys to follow. It's it's your choice, of course. This is really my first like breakdown. So next time I'm gonna do better because good gosh, this was bad. Plug is crapping out on me. Me not ready.